the middle-class writers who produced the novels and poems getting published by civil rights journals and white publishing houses, paid scant attention to the lives and preoccupations of the working class. The great exception to this could be found in the works of Claude McKay, the Jamaican poet who broke ground for black writing with the publication of Harlem Shadows in 1922. His 1928 novel, Home to Harlem, the first African-American book to become a bestseller, presented, some said titillated, its readers with cabarets and speakeasies, prostitutes and kept men, bootleg gin and cocaine.
Congo Cabaret is a piece that I adapted from a novel written by Claude McKay, who was also a gay writer. And the novel is called Home to Harlem. So McKay's an interesting figure. He was born and raised in Jamaica. He came to the United States as a young man. People weren't advertising their sexuality back in the teens and the 20s, but he was pretty unapologetically interested in men. His friends and associates knew that about him. As a matter of fact, apparently he was somewhat predatory. But of course, in his public persona, he presented himself as a heterosexual. And in his writings, he depicts heterosexual men as his protagonists. But because he was gay, he makes nods to the subculture that existed within Harlem. Which finds its way into his writing.
In Home to Harlem, McKay describes the Congo, a fictional cabaret that hosts not only the familiar pansy, but the much less well-known character of the masculine gay.
Well, at least I ain't no wolf.
Well, I might be a wolf, but I ain't a lone one. I ain't got no need for woman, from high yellow to chocolate brown.
Hey, the French say that cats all gray in the dark.
They may look the same, but they sure don't feel the same.
I think we should keep in mind when it comes to the use of slang, a part of creating a language, or a secret language even, is to be able to evade the law in order to maintain appearances. Keep in mind, if you're caught in homosexual relations or at a party, your name could be published in the newspaper.
Or you could be jailed.
Yeah, you can lose your job, you can lose your family, you could lose a lot. So a lot of times the slang is a way to only speak to the initiated.
Who's the baby doll over at the Wolf's Den?
Oh, that's my new dancing partner.
Another entertainer? Congo's going along fast enough, huh?
You bet. Pretty soon the old face be nosing and not, then we have to take a back seat.
Who's the wolf?
Billy. He's the owner of the club.
Why they call him the wolf?
Because he eats his own kind.
What that mean?
Because he eats his own kind!
Well, I guess I's the happiest, well-feddest wolf in Harlem.
That's all right, baby.
This project has pretty much introduced me to the influence of the LGBTQ community. When I thought about the Harlem Renaissance, I just didn't think about it. So I'm just like, of course these people had influence on culture and art and music and singing, like of course.
And obviously there are references to some of the queerness, but I didn't really know as much about what the world looks like. And there's something about seeing the world on screen, seeing it in front of you, that can potentially give it more life than when you're reading about it.
There always seems to be, even in the Harlem Renaissance, even in the black community, artistic side where we have, LGBT community kind of hidden in stories or in the background somewhere. They're just not really told, they're not expressed. And we had a few people that did that. And I love the fact that this is what this project is about. It's like expanding on that.
As a gay man, I'm very proud to be at this project just because it represents us back in 1920s, which me personally, I knew there was gays, but I didn't know there was a club where the gay community can come and be free and express themselves freely. which is beautiful.
I wasn't surprised by anything in this that it was 100 years ago now. I mean, I feel like these are universal stories that have been told over and over and over again.
And it's such an incredibly rich part of American history, but we don't really hear that much about queer contributions to it at all. So it's really exciting to me to see these things come together.